Hello everybody, welcome back to a review video. Not done for one for a bit, not got round to it. Been so busy finding new music and listening to music, in general. Yes, trying to get words out, that's the problem with me. Trying to remember things with my stream of consciousness going blah blah blah. So I have my handy notes here for the record I want to talk about, and this is LoveBites. I said I was going to do this on one of my previous videos, and yes, I am doing it. This is LoveBites Awakening From Abyss, which came out in 2017, so yeah, I know, finger on the pulse. I'm really up to it, but only had it a few weeks ago. Only listened to it once a couple of weeks ago as well. I've listened to it a couple more times since then, and I've written down my meandering ramblings to try and get some sort of information over to you that you can appreciate the album more and go like, yeah, I want to grab that album, or I want to listen to it on whatever streaming site it might be on, if it's on Spotify or something like that. Or if you want to buy the album from somewhere, you could do, because you might go, yeah, that's an interesting one. So, basically LoveBites, Japanese power metal band. Yep. All-female group. Yep. So, this sounds like you were talking about Aldius. You did a review on an Aldius album, and they were an all-female power metal band from Japan. Yeah, seem to have a predilection towards bands like that. Maybe it's because they're doing something different, not just because they're female bands from Japan, but because they're doing something different. There's a couple of other Japanese bands I've listened to that are doing something really different, but getting hold of the music by them is a bit difficult. Even online, there's bound to be some cheap way of doing it somewhere. I'll find out and let you know what they are then, rather than go into that now. This is all about LoveBites, stop it. Basically, LoveBites were formed by two ladies from a band called Destros. They were Miko and Haruna, that's how you pronounce them. They formed LoveBites due to their love of Iron Maiden. Now, if you saw my reaction video, it was very much coloured by the fact that the song The Crusade was taken pretty blatantly from Ace's High. Still like the song, but not as much as I would have done, but that's just me, because just what as I say, just to hear Bruce Dickinson in there, and Steve Harris was going along with it. So forget about that, because that's on their EP. This isn't on this album. All the ladies in this band, they're just masters of their fields. They really know how to play. You're not getting, you know, amateur hour ear. Amateur hour ear? If I can use H, then you're not getting amateur hour here. They have classic metal sounds, yes. There's bits of Iron Maiden in there. There's bits of Testament in there as well. If they have one of their flashy parts, it sounds more Testament than anybody else to me. Now, Testament, really in the B group of thrash bands. Yeah, not quite there with the Megadeths and Metallicas of this world, but they had their moments, and it's the melodic drivers, I feel, this feels like, it's the melodic drivers that fuel this album with Testament, I feel. There's also, of course, nods to Dragon Force in there when they get a bit more willy-willy, but they don't go over the top. It's not, you know, constant, look at me, I'm so good, like Dragon Force is. This is actually good, solid songwriting for the most part. Now, each song on the album is pretty stonking, I have to say. You take each one in isolation, it's cracking. One or two songs, of course, as on all albums, aren't the best, but even on their own, you can still enjoy them. The problem with the album, come out with problems straight away, there's just too much similarity throughout, it's too much sameness. It just wears you down. It's almost like, oh, it's the same song again, even though it's not, because there are subtle nuances within each song, the bridges, the choruses, change things up and change things down. but a lot of the driving force of the verses tends to be on the same sort of level from almost every song. Not quite every song, but almost every song, which lets it down a bit as an album as a whole, even though it means it's got a similarity throughout. Unfortunately, the songs have a similarity throughout. If you listen to 3 in a row, it's like, yeah, you go more than that, you start to go, oh, I'm getting a little bored. Still the same. Mind you, it is their debut album, so you know you can't deny that they know their craft. They've done, the music is stunning. So what if there's a lot of sameness in there for a first album? They've done really well. It's just, it's not one to listen to all the way through on a regular basis. It's one just to pick and choose. And as a person who picks and chooses quite a lot because tastes change daily, let alone throughout a year, it's good to go like, yeah, I'm listening to a bit of Amorphous there, then I listen to a bit of Stephen Wilson there, and I pick up, you know, put LoveBites in and go like, oh, I have that song. And that's the way it goes. And this album is perfect for that in that sense, because almost every song by LoveBites on this album is pretty good. So I would class them as power metal with a dash of speed metal in there. Although the song The Crusade I heard has changed that a little bit. I don't know about the rest of the EP because I haven't heard that one, but for this album, that's really what it is. Mostly power metal with elements of speed metal in there. Most of the songs are classified by double bass drumming, you know, the kick drums going on constantly throughout, and the harmonising between guitars, which of course is very Iron Maiden as well. But also it's just chock full of excellent guitar solos, but not guitar solos in the Dragon Force vein of, hey, this song's supposed to be 4 minutes, let's double it with a guitar solo that lasts 4 minutes. No, they have, you know, structure, and they have maturity enough to go like, no, solo was nice and was a nice good one, stop it there. So it doesn't, it's not like slave to the guitar solos. This is a band operation, not like a band formed around a guitarist on its own, on their own. So vast majority of the album is high energy, and I would say it's on a level with say early Halloween. Halloween, do you remember that band? Oh, Halloween. I can't even pronounce the name. Halloween. Their early albums, especially their first album, which was a thrash album really rather than a power metal album, they had a lot of energy in their music, a lot of going on there. Everything, you know, most things were like going crazy. You just went crazy, and you were like out of breath at the end of every song. And it's the same sort of thing with LoveBites. So if you're looking for an album with mostly wrings you out and throws you away at the end of it, then this is probably that album for you. The album kicks off with instrumental, The Awakening, good ominous sounding instrumental. It's not crazily heavy, it's just like, here it comes. And then it blasts you, kicks you in the face with the hammer of wrath. And that's a cracking start to any sort of album. But then the track The Warning Shot comes next, and that gives you the warning that it could be a bit samey throughout, because it's a little bit samey to what came forward. Though that song is definitely saved by its bridge, which definitely changes things up. Following The Warning Shot, suddenly the warnings vanish, because the Shadow Maker comes up, and that is just a brilliant song. It's very melodic, very powerful, and it's just like, oh, yeah, they do take things up and down. Yes, I'm not going to find this just like a little Shadow Maker just kicks it up. And then there's a bit of almost like a power ballad, but it just blasts off immediately, you know, quite quickly, called Liar. It's got this gentle start, etc., but then it kicks off with its harmonising Iron Maiden guitars, you know, powering its way through. So maybe that's not so much a power ballad. Could be classed as it. But then we've got also ran songs like Birth of Time, The Apocalypse, Don't Let the Dust, etc. Most of them, they're interchangeable songs. They're the ones I'm talking about that are on their own, as a group. Listening to them does them an injustice. On their own as individual songs, they're great. They are great. You can pick out the nuances of difference. You can pick out the special sounds. You can pick up the stuff that make you whoa. But all together on the same album, stretched out, you miss those things because you're starting to tire of the same sound. If you understand what I mean. But also on the album, we have Inspire. This gives a different style. Thrumming drums actually relax a bit more. Then the sound goes a different way, which again is another good break in the same old album structure. And of course there are several other songs on the album which I haven't mentioned. Again, they're fairly samey throughout. But the thing is, this is a debut album. It's well done. The solos are terrific. All the instrumentation is excellent. Vocals are stunning as well. Each song taken in isolation, as I've said, is great. There are one or two standout tracks, but the majority of the album feels the same. So for that, I would say for a debut, for a quality debut, but for its sameness, I'd give this a 6 out of 10. You know, that's my scale. You know, the scale that everybody else tends to use, well, apart from Banger TV, which uses 5 skulls. I could do that. 6 out of 10 skulls. 6 out of 10 spiders. Yeah, just 6 out of 10 will do, won't it? I like this album. I like some of the songs on this album. Some of the songs I obviously do a lot more. Some songs, because they sort of fall into the background a bit, won't get listened to very much, if at all. It's a must try harder, but I think they will get better. Crusade, like I say, is a bit of a disappointment for me. That song, I haven't listened to the rest of the EP, so I'll give that a go at some stage. But as it is, LoveBites, classy power metal from Japan. You want something different, give these girls a go. I think you might enjoy it more than me, perhaps. Or if you think the same, let me know. If you think differently, tell me off and say why I am wrong. And I'll see you for another review. That might have a bit more structure to it than this.